Alrighty guys, day 4 of the gym being closed and home workout number 4 brief. So tomorrow we have fight gone bad, which is 3 5-minute rounds with 1 minute rest. So you do the 1 minute of each movement, working our way through for a total of 5 movements, 1 minute each. There's no rest period between each minute. It just starts as soon as the next or the previous minute finished. At the end of 5, you do get 1 minute before going back to the start, and we repeat that 3 times. Now, if you've got all the equipment, the workout goes wall ball, sumo deadlift high pull, box jump, push press, and row. So our goal for this workout is to accumulate as many repetitions as possible. On the upper end of the scale, we're going to be looking at over 400 repetitions, which is around that 27, or maybe even a little bit more or less, if my math serves me correctly, per movement, per round. Alright? So the goal with this one's not trying to game it, it's just go for big sets, try and work as much as you can within that minute. Now, if you know in any given minute you're not going to be able to do a minute of wall balls, or if you do, you're not going to be able to do anything the next minute, then what I'd recommend is pacing it out. So having a think about, let's say the goal is 20 per round, per movement, which will give you a really decent score of 300 at the end. Then what we might do is do a set of 10, keep an eye on the clock. When it gets to 30, and then rest, keep it on the clock. When it gets to 30 seconds, do another set of 10. And that way you're going to space out that minute as best as possible. And then we're going to go into our sumo deadlifts or the following movement. So trying to keep those sort of repetitions even. When you get to the row for the last round, if you've got a row, flat out, you're going to get a minute's rest after that. So go as hard as you can, accumulate as many calories as possible. If you don't have a row, you can use a bike, and you can substitute in any of the movements from the home gym options that we also have today. So for the home gym options, we're going to follow the exact same repetition format, or the exact same round setup. 1 minute of work before moving to the next station and doing another minute for a total of 5 minutes, 1 minute rest, 3 rounds. With the limited equipment option, we're looking at 3 rounds, dumbbell, goblet thrusters, or even a single arm thruster is fine. Either of those, we'll put a little demo at the end of this of what it looks like, or it's maybe even me talking over it now. But it's going to be goblet thrusters or single dumbbell thrusters, or you can do it with a kettlebell as well. From there, we're going to go for a single arm dumbbell or kettlebell clean. We're then going to go to a jump over the dumbbell or over the kettlebell, hopping or jumping backwards and forwards, side to side. And then lastly, we're going to do burpees instead of the row. Okay, so just recapping on that first option, if you've got a dumbbell or a kettlebell, we're going to go dumbbell goblet thruster, into dumbbell clean, into a jump over the dumbbell or kettlebell, and then into a burpee. Our last option is if we've got no equipment whatsoever, except maybe a backpack, steal one from the kids, or just any old bag will do. And we're going to put some weight in there, stuff it full of stuff. From there, we're going to go for backpack thrusters. So doing a full thruster with the backpack. Then from there, we're going to do a Russian backpack swing. Make sure you got a backpack with some sturdy handles, especially if you've loaded it up. And don't swing towards your TV maybe, especially if we're going to be watching it a bit in the next few months. And then from there, we're going to do jumps over the backpack. And then we're going to go for a reverse lunge with the backpack. So we'll hold the backpack up and do a reverse lunge. And then finally, we're going to do a burpee as well. All right, so there are our options for tomorrow. Now, what we also wanted to talk about today is that we, as in myself and Alex, and obviously our boys as an extension of that, really want to say thank you to the patience that everyone has shown us in trying to get everything sorted. Logistically, getting all the equipment out is, as you probably noticed, no easy feat. So recording all of that, making sure we know what's going where, it is a pretty big deal for both of the gyms. So we just want to say thank you for your patience. Now, in addition to that, we will hopefully by Sunday or Monday next week have some membership options to continue on with, and that will look like possibly an online training membership, and then an online training plus equipment rental membership as well. So we're trying to pare that down as much as we can, and cover all those minimum running costs. We're still waiting from the government to get some information out to landlords so that they can then hopefully pass that on to us. So if they get some sort of stimulus and they're getting looked after, then they'll pass that on to us, and we might not have to pay our building rent. So there's a lot of things up in the air at the moment. We're working through all those little issues. Again, really sincere thank you. Now, lastly, for today, what I want to talk about is supporting the guys that are supporting us. So if you can get out and see the guys like Seb and Kathy and those guys over at Crust & Co Bakery. They've got a bakery with a shop outlet over at Newstead. They do coffee and breads. So if you're going to get some stuff and you've got a little bit more free time now, maybe you're working from home, maybe you're over in the area, duck over and see those guys. Obviously keeping the self-isolation or the social distancing things in mind as well. We also have Jez from up at Barebones on Wynnum Road at Morningside. They're currently still open, so guys, you need a trim, head up to the barber shop there, and again, I'm sure they've got some things in place to keep that social distancing and get a trim before we get locked down, and just really try and support the people that are part of our community. So that's it for today, guys. As we build through this, there's a number of ideas I have in my head about some challenges for the week and improving some gymnastic skills while we have a lot of time to do some body weight movements. So all that's to come. Again, I appreciate your patience. I'm going to keep it nice and varied with the workouts. Hopefully you're getting amongst it still, staying fit, staying mentally well. So talking to your friends and keeping it social contact, whether that's online or on the phone or whatever. So yeah, guys, stay with it, train hard, keep training hard, and now's also the time to dial in on your nutrition, but we'll talk about that soon as well. Thanks for jumping in. Post your videos to Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel, because that's super important to get those videos and this information straight to you. All right, thanks team, get amongst it.